from Gabi. She is absolutely loving this. Dixon biting down and welcoming the pain. One hold. Oh, look at this. Team USA. We are underway. Licis, the Dragon, leads the charge for the USA, Bill.
Neil, you got to be impressed with his technique. Dropping into the squat, keeping those pillars up high and tight, really taking it to a mechanical advantage right off the bat. And he looks so relaxed.
Such a cerebral athlete, Martins Licis, thinks his way through the events. Real pedigree in strength athletics, former world's strongest man, and right at the peak of his potential now, Bill.
Looking just rock solid.
The warrior spirit, Martins Licis, digs in, no signs at the moment that he's tiring, and the clock is racking up. 48 seconds, you can follow the times. Overhead there, starting to bite down and shake now, Bill.
Coming up on a minute. He can hang on, hold on.
There we go, the Dragon, Martins Licis of the USA, sets the mark. None of the head, and he takes the weight of the pillars in the Hercules Hold at the M&S Bank Arena. Bilton, Team UK.
Neil, super relaxed, rock solid, great position, a look of total determination.
Looking solid there, Bill Bilton, just putting his mind somewhere else, trying to distance himself from what's right in front of him here on the Hercules Hold, mental as well as physical.
He's got great physical preparation. Look at the size of those cannonball delts. The forearms, that upper chest, all stretched but yet relaxed, and just utilizing grip.
He knows the time he has to beat as the clock starts to tick up, and he approaches the time. And Martins Licis starting to bite down, and you can see the determination of the Welshman there. Roars into the crowd. Almost a minute. We'll check in with Darren Sadler, get an official time on that for you guys.
59.75.
59.75 for Gavin, the Bull Bilton. Remember, it's about a combined time for the 3 points.
He believes that he can break the record. He's just got to get settled and reel these things in.
Look at that determination there.
An amazing recovery by Kevin Faires.
Remarkable stuff. Faires had to fight at the start there to correct the balance. And yet, there he is, the Dragon, come out to give that moral support and make sure his athletes mentally settled. Kevin Faires, rock solid between the pillars.
He's doing phenomenal. He knows in his heart right now that he can go well over a minute and challenge that 130.
Into the mid-40s now, Kevin Faires, and you can hear the Dragon shouting the time there, starting to bite it, and Kevin has the presence of mind to look at his captain, to look at the screen, lifts his head and looks around at the arena. Kevin Faires is starting to feel this, ladies and gentlemen. Kicks in there for Kevin. We'll get a word with Darren Sadler, official time on that. Solid. Mark Felix. Representing the UK, Eddie Hall, kneeling at the side of the pillars there. And Felix settles himself into this. You can see on the big screen above there, putting his mind elsewhere. Felix, a specialist at this one, Bill.
Truly phenomenal. When you can go through a farmer's walk and set the pace like he did, and then ask if it taxed his grip, and he said, it was just a warm-up. And he's showing it right now.
Now you've got to understand also that these guys have just come off the farmer's walk. We talked about it earlier, so difficult to transition from a grit event into another one immediately afterwards. But Mark Felix right now, solid as the clock ticks away and he starts to go through the gears.
He looks relaxed. He's into this. He's got the power, and he knows it.
Digging in now, Mark Felix. We are over the minute and the clock continues to climb. What has Felix got for the M&S Bank Arena as Eddie Hall starts to rev up the crowd for the Miracle Man? And we are approaching 1:20. We're at 1:20 and counting. And how much do you want it, Mark Felix? Wow, ladies and gentlemen.
So close to the world record, 132.27.
And there we go, she's on the way. Gabi Dixson, Team USA. Takes the strain between those massive pillars, very, very heavy. This is the same weight as the men are using, remember? You might think there's some disadvantage there, but Rebecca Roberts has incredible potential on this. What can Gabi Dixon do? Keeping the US in the mix. Gabi Dixon.
They call her Bam Bam because of her extreme power. She's a powerlifting champion, just a Brutus in all strength sports. And now, down low, beautiful form, great attitude, awesome grip, and holding on.
And I'll tell you what, Bill Kazmaier, we're up at 50 seconds and Gabi Dixon is still smiling at the crowd. Look at that from Gabi. She is absolutely loving this. Dixon biting down and welcoming the pain. One hold. Oh, look at this.
Making us proud.
Wow, 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 wow.
First time.
What the hell is going on? Darren Sadler, what's the official time on that?
I just can't believe this. 1:08:61.
1:08:61. Gabi Dixon, phenomenal.
And I want to see that lack of buildup of lactic acid and see a tremendous performance by this athlete.
You've got to say that the bar has been set very high for the ladies there by Gabi Dixon. That was truly phenomenal. Rebecca Roberts knows what she has to beat. She can focus in on that. Roberts just putting her mind where it needs to be, making sure she's settled, calm, and will feed and draw confidence from the crowd, Bill.
Extreme concentration, blocking out everything, not feeling a thing, just holding on like it's really not that big a deal.
Eddie Hall there shouting encouragement to Rebecca, and Roberts settling herself down as we approach the 50-second mark. Incredible times. You can see that Rebecca now just making those micro adjustments. Ines Carrasquillo, Bill.
Getting adjusted.
Whoa, 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 sweet child of mine.
The world's strongest woman. Takes off, relaxed, dropped in. Looks good, feels good. Big smile. Piece of cake for this great athlete.
And just look at the face of Don Don. She is so pleased to be here where she should be, on the big stage and focusing there. Eddie Hall says the event's already won, let it go. Save yourself, and strategy from Donna, 23:47. Donna. Look at the scores there, ladies and gentlemen. Loz and Rads are going to be talking us through that in a moment. We're going to have a little bit of time before the setup of the next event. So if you want to grab a drink now, maybe a good time to do that. I will get over to Lawrence and Radzi and catch up a little bit on what just went down.
Now, when we take a look at those scores there, Mark Felix well out in the lead. You wouldn't possibly expect to see anything else. But number 2, Loz, Gabi Dixon, 1 minute and 8 seconds. Not to the women, to the men. Overall, to come second is absolutely phenomenal.